This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, "And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Verse 17, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Verse 18, "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, our praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Bakakwadash, Brakatham. Double honors shall go to apostles, elders, and bishops, a great millstone to continue to teach and to rule well. Shalom to the Hakims, a great millstone and like-minded camps and individuals who continue to teach as one body, who continue to be on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. And also shalom to the sincere Akwats, who are continuously learning in silence, as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. This is Azariah Gabar, representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. All right? So, I don't know how many times I've read Revelation 13, 16 on down. And it's not just myself, but the other Akims as well. Countless. But like I said before in the previous lesson, this particular scripture, Revelation 13, 16 through 18, is pretty much a holy anthem for us. It really is, because it's becoming more and more manifest. All right? It's literally knocking on the door. All right? So, I'm going to reread Revelation 13, 16, and it reads, "And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." So, the name or the title of this lesson for today is Free and Bond. Okay? So with that being said, I would like to take a much more deeper dive into that word bond. Okay? So I inquired to ChatGPT for the definition of the word bond. And this was the result. So it's a noun. And so there are multiple definitions. All right. So definition number one, it reads a relationship between people or groups based on shared feelings, interests, or experiences. Definition number two, a connection between two surfaces or objects that have been joined together, especially by means of an adhesive substance, heat, or pressure. And definition number three, and this is the one that I'm looking for. And it reads, ropes, chains, or other restraints used to restrict someone's movement or hold something in place. Okay? So this definition number three definitely ties in to Revelation 13 and 16 when it says about being free and bond. Y'all heard? All right. So how did I come about this lesson for this morning? Well, a couple of days ago, I came across a video from the brother GMS Watchman down in New York City. All right, shalom to you, brother. And the lesson was about prison inmates about to be microchipped in the very near future. Okay. And then I ran into a similar lesson from Apostle Tahar. So shalom to you as well, Apostle Tahar. All right. And to me, this was no surprise. This is definitely not a shock and awe moment. I knew that this day was going to come. So I want to put my own spin into this. All right. Because when it comes to the criminal justice system, for those who are not in the know, when an individual is apprehended by law enforcement officers, of course, there's a process, due process. He or she is then taken to jail, their local jail, where they're, fingerprinted, they're booked, and they're going to be arranged to meet with a judge. Because you got two types of judges. You got what's called an arraignment judge, and then you have what is called a trial judge. All right. So that arraignment judge is the first, point of contact, as far as the order or the court system. Right. And that arraignment judge, it depends on the nature of the crime that the individual is charged with and the criminal defendant's criminal background. Depending on that, those two factors, the arraignment judge will offer bond. All right. So the purpose of a bond is to ensure that that criminal defendant will appear in court for his or her trial dates. Okay. So a bond is given to that individual, and then someone has to come to the courthouse, or they go to a bail bondsman. It depends on the amount of the bond to secure the bail, to secure that criminal defendant's release. All right. So where I'm going with this is that I won't be surprised in the near future where they change it up and they will make it a stipulation in the criminal procedure law where a person goes to an arraignment judge for the bond or bail hearing, and then that judge will say, okay, sir, well, according to CPL criminal procedure law so-and-so, you must be microchipped in order to secure bond or bail. And if you reject this stipulation, well, you will go straight to jail, to prison, or whatever, right? And you'll have to wait for your court date to see the trial judge, all right? And I wouldn't be surprised if this will also apply to an individual that will, receive probation and even parole down the road, that this stipulation is a mandate, all right? I know because I've been in the criminal justice system and I had to, get bonded out. And one thing I've learned is that it's far better to fight your criminal charges from the outside than from within the jail system. You heard? So with that in mind, I would like to cue up a quick video to prove my point. But before I do so, fair use of the 1976 Copyright Act For this video is strictly for education and edification purposes only. I'm not making a dime off of this video. So the title of this video is, should all inmates be microchipped? Okay. And I have the answer. It's going to be an astounding yes, according to Esau Edom. He's going to make it mandatory for these prison inmates to be microchipped. Because I just told you at the beginning of this lesson about a previous lesson from GMS Watchman and Apostle Tahar. You heard? So, Sakia, let me pull up this video real quick.
No. Stop resisting. Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Microchipping inmates is not a completely new subject. You've seen it in the movies,
You're now under my control.
on TV shows, right there. Whoa. On the TikTok.
Microchip implants are here and have been here.
But what if there was a technology out there that accomplishes the same goal as microchipping while being less invasive? For those of you that don't know how a jail or prison works, every movement, meal, supply, and well-being check is legally supposed to be documented. This is to ensure that inmates are receiving the proper care and that they are healthy and safe at all times. Where the problem lies is the archaic way in which facilities are documenting these things. Literally with pen and paper. Yes, you heard that right. Pen and freaking paper. Corrections officers in most jails are writing down documentation in notebooks as things are happening as legal documentation. Forget to write something down? Oops, guess that never happened. Can't read the handwriting that looks like chicken scratch? That must have never happened either. Guardian RFID is striving to make jails and prisons a safer place for correctional staff, the public, along with all inmates using inmate tracking. Yes, you heard that right. Inmate tracking is especially
Inmate tracking,
effective for
y'all.
the safety of inmates. So what exactly is inmate tracking? Instead of using microchips, Guardian RFID uses products that use radio frequency identification, hence the RFID.
It's the same damn thing. What you
facial
talking about?
recognition, and machine learning to track everything an inmate does and everywhere an inmate goes within a facility. By now, you're probably wondering, how in the world can this keep inmates, staff, and the public safe? If anything, it sounds like a breach of privacy. Shut up. It couldn't be further from the truth.
All right. All right, so for time constraint purposes, I had to cut that video clip short. All right, but you heard this dude. On one end, he mentions RFID chip. But then on the other hand, he wants to say that to substitute for RFID tracking. Come on, dog. Pick sense out of damn nonsense. That's the same. It's the same thing. All right. You can slice it and dice it any way you want, but listen. You're not gonna fool the true men of the Lord. You're just not gonna do it. All right. It's the same damn thing. It's the microchip that's going to be implanted. That charagma, or the charagma. All right? That's going to be implanted in these prison inmates. Okay? And not just the prison inmates. I just explained about criminal defendants that's, trying to stay out of prison. Okay? Through the bond technique. All right? You heard? So that's going to conclude this lesson for today. Today, someone hopefully will get edified from it, or praises on and the glory shall go to Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Makak, Kodash, Brakatam, Kwam, Yasharala, Rise Israel. And as always, Lord willing, on to the next video. Shalom.